Hey, sisters from other misters and brothers from other mothers. How are you today? Listen, I just wanted to stop by. I haven't been by for a while for a number of reasons, but I will get into that later. I wanted to talk about this whole Simon and Portia thing because I'm confused. As Black women, and I'm saying in general, okay? And let me also be clear that I also study gender, I study race, I study culture. So I'm not just talking out my ass, all right? But the last time I checked, I was told by who's that? Belle Biv DeVoe, never trust a big button to smile. Now, what's interesting about this is everybody wants to focus on how Portia was using Simon for his money. But no one wants to talk about how this 100-year-old man chased after this woman who is what, 20, 30 years younger than him. That's not an issue. Just so he can have a dime piece on his arm, just so he can have arm candy. So you're saying you're okay with the fact that he chose her because she looks good and he wants to cart her around the world with her tail shaking, her beautiful smile. Because let me tell you something, I'm always Team Portia because I'm a Cancer too, and I understand how cancers work. And we work in ways where things are mutually beneficial. And it doesn't mean you're a gold digger, because I'm not a gold digger. I got my own money, I got my own education. I don't need anything from a man except from companionship, support, respect, mutual respect, admiration, and someone who can help be a thought partner for me throughout my life. So I'm confused why so many women are so mad at Portia, but nobody's talking about how this old man essentially was exploiting this woman all over the country, all over the world, all over Nigeria and West Africa, because she looked good. So we're okay with that, but we're not okay with a woman who actually is saying, you know what, he got a piece of change and he's a nice guy. It wasn't like he was being an asshole to her. It wasn't like he was being rude or nasty to her, right? It seems like they had an amicable relationship. Okay. I didn't hear anything about him in the streets. I didn't hear anything about her in the streets until towards the end. But even then, people say stuff. But this is my point. We need to stop with the double standards, Black women. We need to start being honest with ourselves. And this is the real honest piece. You're mad because you can't smile and get a yacht. You're mad because somebody else is beautiful. And because of their beauty, they get more attention. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that and knowing that to be something that is something that you need to work on, because we're all beautiful in our own ways. I'm no Porsche, honey. So I don't expect to walk into a room and blink and some man drop me a Rolls Royce. But at the same time, I'm not trash, nor am I garbage. So I don't look at other women as competition, because you can't compete where you don't compare. And we're not on the same level. We're not the same people, and none of us are. So instead of worrying about why somebody is getting something that you really covet, but you don't want to admit to, think about why you're not getting what you want. And it could be because the karma you're giving off is saying that you only want it because you're superficial and envious, not because you feel like this will be a way to edify your life. So let's just start being honest. We always talk about men buying us stuff and taking us someplace and doing all this stuff for us. But then the minute a woman gets it, all of a sudden when everything's over, she's an opportunist. Miss me with this bullshit, y'all. Come on now. Can we do better? Can we do better? We too old for this. Stop blaming people for the lives that they've chosen to have. She's got to live with that decision, not you. Mind your neck. Mind your neck, women.